So who really won the first AI war? In just a few moments, the entire world changed. But while everyone was looking at the headlines coming out of the Middle East, they were completely missing the real story. The real winner isn't a country. It's not who you think at all.
Here are the facts. A decapitation strike on one of the most heavily guarded leaders on Earth, and the entire process, what the military calls the kill chain, from finding the target to the final impact, took just over 10 minutes. Think about that. 10 minutes. Until now, that kind of speed was pure science fiction.
And here's the twist. This wasn't just about faster jets or bigger bombs. The real revolution, the engine that made this whole thing possible, wasn't built in some secret government lab. It was coded in Silicon Valley.
What we just saw was a total game changer. A strike so precise, some are calling it perfect. And it unveiled a brand new way to fight a war. The whole doctrine just got flipped on its head. Forget fighting an entire army. Why bother when you can just remove the leadership instantly?
And you can see the difference right here. I mean, look at this. On one side, you've got traditional war. It's a slow, lumbering beast, right? Months just to get troops in place, endless delays waiting for intel, and tragically, a lot of collateral damage. But on the other side, this new kind of AI war, it's a surgeon's scalpel. It runs on real-time data, makes predictions that are scary accurate, and allows for surgical strikes that were basically impossible just a few years ago.
So how on earth did they pull this off? Well, the secret isn't just better hardware. There was a ghost in the machine. An AI, working behind the scenes, processing the world at a speed no human mind could ever match.
And this is where it gets really interesting. The real players here, they're not countries, they're corporations. You have Palantir, the super-secretive company that integrates AI for the military. And then you have Anthropic, the parent company of the AI model Claude. Yeah, the same kind of AI that you might use to help write an email is now at the very heart of a military operation.
Okay, so let's dig into Palantir, because honestly, they're the central nervous system for this whole thing. Their tech creates something that's been described as a digital God's eye, looking down on the battlefield.
Their secret sauce has this very complicated name, dynamic ontology. But forget the jargon. Here's what it actually does. For decades, militaries have been drowning in information from 100 different sources that don't talk to each other. It's just chaos. Palantir's tech takes all that chaos, all those separate rivers of data, and weaves them into one single crystal clear picture of what's happening right now.
And when I say all the data, I mean everything. We're talking public records, live satellite feeds, classified intelligence reports, tracking financial flows, even tiny little behavioral signals that a person would never notice. It all gets hoovered up into the system. And what do you get when you put it all together? You get this, a real-time digital twin of the battlefield. It's like a perfect video game replica of the real world. It takes that giant, messy ocean of data and turns it into a simple, clean, here's your target list.
The sheer scale of this is just hard to wrap your head around. The platform can process 1.2 million different pieces of data every single second. Let that sink in. No team of human analysts on the planet could even come close. It's not just faster, it's a completely different kind of capability. It's superhuman.
Okay, but having this incredible power creates a whole new kind of conflict. And this one isn't being fought with drones and missiles. It's a power struggle happening in boardrooms and classified meetings between the tech geniuses who built the AI and the generals who want to use it.
And the Pentagon's position was pretty blunt. They basically told the AI companies, look, we bought the tool from you. How we decide to use it is our business, not yours. Simple as that. But Anthropic, the makers of Claude, drew a hard line in the sand. They flat out refused to let their AI be used to program weapons that could kill on their own, with no human giving the final okay. This was their ethical red line, and it led to a huge standoff. So in this fight, who really holds the cards? Well, it's not the flashy AI model creators. An AI like Claude is brilliant, but at the end of the day, it's replaceable. Dozens of other models are lining up for that military contract. The real long-term winner is Palantir. They have a 20-year head start, and crucially, they hold the highest security clearances. They're not just another supplier. They are the indispensable gatekeeper of this new technology.
Of course, an event like this doesn't happen in a vacuum. This single 10-minute operation has already kicked off a massive chain reaction, and the shock waves are spreading all over the world.
You can see the global fallout almost immediately. Dubai's reputation as a safe haven? Shattered. Oil markets are on edge, watching the critical Strait of Hormuz. Gold prices spiked as investors ran for cover.
But here's the scariest part. The barrier to starting a war just got dangerously low. When you can compress a decision that used to take months of debate into just a few minutes, the temptation to just push the button becomes terrifyingly easy.
We really need to take a step back and understand what we've all just witnessed. This wasn't just another conflict. This was the opening shot. We have officially entered a new era.
Mark the year 2026. This is the year we'll all look back on as the beginning of the AI war. It's the moment the slow, clunky human decision-making loop for starting a conflict got ruthlessly compressed from months into minutes, all powered by software.
And this leaves us with a really big, unsettling question. This tech promises a cleaner, faster, more efficient way of fighting. But when you hand the switch for war over to an algorithm, when you can bypass all the messy, slow human processes like diplomacy and negotiation, how much room is really left for peace?